Hey guys, and welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video, and today we're gonna just do a shave and flap my gums, but I did want to show you this wonderful, beautiful synthetic brush that Jurgen Hempel sent me to try out. I think this is stainless, but I'm not sure. It feels, there's some good heft to it. Feels really nice in the hand. It's a really beautiful brush if you look at the design there. And I'm gonna use his titanium handle, wave, and that is a Wolfman razor head, which is excellent. Let me wet my face, we'll get to lathering, and we'll get to yapping. Stand by. For the cream here, I'm going to use a little Tremper's Lime. Well, I guess I could show you the lid there. Tremper's Lime, which I think is wonderful. That's one of the things I've sort of discovered during my hiatus from doing videos is, you know, when it comes down to it, these old classics are pretty darn good, and in fact, just as good as anything else. And of course, a lot of people already know that. That said, I still really enjoy the artisan stuff, and what the artisans bring is, you know, a dynamic effect on the hobby with new scents all the time, new products, and it's really exciting. And there are a lot of wonderful artisans, and I recommend that you definitely support the artisans. But, you know, go to the classics now and again as well, and you'll find that they are wonderful. Wonderful lather on this Tremper Lime, and it's a great lime scent, in my opinion. What have I been up to? Well, working mostly. I've been much busier at work, and really, to tell you the truth, I didn't have the desire to do any videos. I haven't bought any shaving stuff for some time. You know, because one day I just said, you know what? I've spent literally, dogs down there, thousands of dollars on shaving product. And that was for enjoyment. I didn't really have the idea that, you know, I was going to find, well, initially I had the idea that I would find the Holy Grail. But after a period of time, it becomes obvious that, you know, once you get to a certain level, the actual quality of the shave, there's a severe diminishing return. So don't let anyone tell you that you need to buy razor X or Y because it's very expensive and it's better than the more affordable stuff, because it's not. As I've said before, it can provide for a better overall experience, but in terms of the shave, take it from me. And I have spent thousands of dollars in the last, over 2 years. And I'm here to tell you, you can spend $70 on a shaving soap or cream, and you'll get no better shave than if you spend $8 or $9 at Sterling, or, you know, 6 or 7 at Razor Rock or Katie's Bubbles or Phoenix or whatever. It's just the way it is. So do not be fooled into thinking that you need to buy everything because it's better. If you're going to buy a lot of stuff, like I did, do it for the enjoyment of the hobby. And when that excitement over new stuff ceases, don't buy anymore. Use what you got. And that's sort of what I've done. In fact, I've sold probably 75% of my stuff simply because I can't get to it. You know, there's so much stuff that, you know, it's not being used, it's just laying around. There's a huge pile of stuff. And what's the point? You know, unless you're a collector, which I am not, there's no point. So I got rid of it. And I've been happy just sort of pulling stuff off the shelf. And I have found through doing that, you know, the new stuff brings excitement, but it's not better. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't let anyone fool you into thinking this is better, you know, because, like I said, at a certain level, everything pretty much evens out. And you can derive a little more enjoyment from a more costly product, but there's many, many guys that say, oh, you need this because it's better. That's a bunch of malarkey. And most of those people have skin in the game. And what I mean by that, there are folks who sell things or have some interest in. So when you see all these products and flyers, this new thing from France just came in. Buy it if you want to enjoy it, if you want to try something different. But don't buy it because you're being fooled into thinking it's better. Because trust me, it's not that much better, if at all. It's incrementally better at most. And that's me speaking from experience, having bought thousands of dollars worth of gear with my own money and having tried it. Now, a lot of vendors sent us things that pass around, and we did that, but they were never the high-end places. Everything high-end in terms of soaps, I bought with my own money. And I'm just here to tell you, it's, don't be conned. Buy it because you want to enjoy it. Don't buy it because you think it's better. So there will always be people out there who, herald, I should say, the most expensive thing is the latest and greatest and best. But I'm telling you, these value brands like Razor Rock and Sterling and all the artisans who provide stuff at good price, just as good. Your shave afterwards will be just as good, trust me. And as far as razors go, same thing. Yes, the Wolfman here is expensive and the Hempel handle is not cheap. But it's enjoyable for me, that's why I have it. Does it provide that much of a better shave than Edwin Jagger? No, absolutely not. It does provide a little bit of a better experience. With that said, what's been going on with me? Well, my father-in-law passed away a couple of weeks ago from ALS or Lou Gehrig's, and that was a tough time for my wife and I, but we appreciate the support we received from all of you guys, and he's definitely in a better place now, no longer having to struggle to breathe, and that's a horrible disease, folks. And I pray that none of you ever have family members or yourself are afflicted with it, because it's just horrible. Other than that, being busy at work, things have actually been going pretty good. And again, the reason I've stopped making videos, I always did this for my own enjoyment, and I said when I don't enjoy it, I won't do it anymore. And so it wasn't all that enjoyable for me, so I stopped doing it. Everyone always accused me of needing attention. No, I don't need attention. Just nick myself right there. See, rusty on talking. But anyway, I did it because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed using the products. I enjoyed telling other people about my experience with the products. And now that I'm not buying a bunch of stuff, that enjoyment is not there. I could still make shaving videos of me shaving with what I have. But it's not as enjoyable to me because I'm not passing on stuff about new things, and I just really don't have the desire to buy a lot of new stuff. So there's really not much a point in me making regular videos. I'll make one every now and then. Look, probably one of my best nicks on video there because I'm rusty and babbling. Let me stop the camera for a minute, I'll rinse off, and then I'll come back and we'll talk some more. Stand by. Alright, so we're rinsed off, and I'm going to use my trusty, this is a Razor Rock alum. This is the only time I use alums, when I get a nick like that. And this thing has lasted me, I don't know, 2.5 years. I don't use it a lot, but even if I did, it stands up and it's got this nice little container, so it's wonderful. You don't have to hold on to the alum block itself. This is really great. It costs a couple $2 more, but it's worth it not to have to handle the actual alum block. Anyway, what I was saying before, for me, when I stopped buying a lot of new stuff and I didn't really have a lot of new things to talk about, there's just not much point in making a video. I'm still very much enjoying wet shaving. I'm just not pursuing it at the moment as a hobby because I'm not buying all this new stuff. What I will say though, today, of the new thing that I did have, which Jurgen sent some time back and I just haven't got around to it. This is a really nice handle, and I think he has, I know he has badge or silver tip and so on. So if you're interested in a very nice handle, let me rinse it off so you can see it better. Check out Jurgen Hempel, really nice guy, excellent craftsman. Gotta get all this trumper stuff out of here, excuse me. And just beautiful, beautiful work. And again, check out the razor handle, which I've had for a long time and I really enjoy it. Wolfman is excellent, by the way. It became my favorite razor. Even usurped the above the tie. I still think the above the tie is great, but it's my go-to now. But again, check out this guy if it interests you, Jurgen Hempel. You can find him on Facebook. Look him up. He makes a lot of great wet shaving related stuff. All right, let's go with, you know what? Our Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. Magic because it's made by witches, of course. I would be remiss if I didn't say that. And this stuff, as I've said many, many times, really was a lifesaver for me because it helped with the skin condition that I had. So it's really been great. And every time I use a bottle or it gets close, like it's getting close now, I will order another. That's about all that I buy shaving related at this point in time. I've just spent enough. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. And after having used all this stuff, it's like, okay, this, well, I was telling Jim Chavez the other day in Razor and Brush. One day I woke up and I got like 40 lime soaps. And I'm like, I'm never going to be able to use this stuff. So, you know, it just occurs to you one day. It was great to make the videos with it. But, you know, if you can't use it, what the heck? We're going to use Taylor Vauban Street 74. This is the Victorian limes, which I also like. I'm a big lime fan, even though I said, you know, I woke up one day and I had like 40 lime soaps, and I was like, what the heck? But I love this stuff. And this is a really good aftershave too. I like it a lot, and does hang around some, just like the Tobbs Sandalwood does. I love both of those. Let me show you a new addition to the family. Leroy was, he looked a little bored because, you know, I've been away at work a lot. And I figured I'd get Leroy, someone to keep him company and stand by. And so this is Lexi. This is Leroy's little buddy. She is, I want to say, how old are you now, Lexi? I don't know, probably 3 months. No, not quite 3 months. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Forget, I'd have to go back and look. But at any rate, she is Leroy's little buddy. This is a Chihuahua and Yorkie mix, and she is a sweetheart, right, Lexi? Right? Yeah. See. And here is the big boy Leroy now. He's full size now, and he's crawling up my back. And well, there's the big boy Leroy now, right, Leroy? Yeah. And he's a great dog. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me again. I'll make these now and then, but you know, I'm not doing it as a hobby at this point. But I just want to let you guys know what was going on. I really appreciate all your support. And if you've sent me a message and I haven't gotten back to you, forgive me. I've just been busy, and I just want to thank you once again for all the support. You guys have a great day.